our life soon. You were so right. I was so wrong. I don't know how I missed this, but I did. Yes, 100%. Vi was also going, oh, I guess she is into girls, because Caitlyn looked so comfortable sitting down having that wonderful chat. So Vi was definitely thinking, I guess I was right, and maybe I do have a chance. So if I missed you, comment on Patreon or make a comment on YouTube, and I will try to remember to say a very sincere apology. Those that got it: Juby Made This, Minsuni Taiko, Ash, Nata, Dappender, Fox Socks, Shintoge, John Ronald, Zara, and The Story of Us.
Trade.
Thank you. I really...
Tell her I'm sorry. Okay?
I don't know how I missed this one either. It is so heartfelt. I love that hug, but also for Caitlyn giving up her gun. This is her symbol of safety. This is what keeps her alive. This is an extension of who she is as a person. And she isn't even in a safe place. She doesn't even understand how the lanes work. And yet she is willing to give it up without hesitation. Those of you that caught this where I missed it are 89 Technical, Eponymon, Empa 313, Remy the Frog, Kovalin, Philip Willome, Mama Toka Bernal, and BG Titan Avatar. I'm gonna read this comment because they say it so much better than I could. And so thank you, 89 Technical. They say, finally the trade. She knows Vi needs medicine and without hesitation hands over the gun. It's underscored by the opening scene with Grayson saying,
What are you shooting for?
sorry, I'm getting too emotional. It's not any weapon, it's her gun. It's the one that we see in her portrait and the one that she wins the competition with. It's not just a firearm, but it's an extension of her identity, a warrior's weapon, and an extension of themselves. But the purpose of a weapon isn't just to fight or to defend yourself. It's to protect the people you love. And it's so beautiful because she doesn't even barter. She doesn't even try to give up something else. When she notices that the woman is about to take it away, that she knows that if she makes the wrong move, she might lose it, she immediately gives over the most important thing to her safety and well-being for Vi. I love that moment. You caught it. I didn't. I don't know how. But after Vi tells this really poignant story, a story she's probably told no one, something that shows a failure, a hurt, a wound, especially when we're avoidant, to be able to be vulnerable and share something where you've messed up that you might become judged for is really meaningful. That is the definition of intimacy. Then Caitlyn so sweetly rewards it by this soft cheek touch that Vi immediately grabs her hand. She kept on holding on to her hand, so she didn't want to let her go either. And it shows this beautiful moment of closeness and sharing between both of them. And those of you that caught it and I didn't, Tia draws hearts to you, my Patreon supporter, as well as Aerolith, Grim Reaper 123, Giandinsis, I'm gonna get these wrong, I'm so sorry, Giandinsis, Saya Dubre, Dante Shadowfall, and All Life in Fate. Hope I caught you all. This one was so quick. Thank you so much, Cluster F, for letting me know, and I'm gonna read it right from your words. In a cool but blink and you'll miss it moment is when they're on the bridge and Jinx opens fire on them. Caitlyn's first instinct is to shield Vi from the incoming bullets, while Vi's instinct is to push Caitlyn out of harm's way. There was someone else in the comments that also mentioned, I'm so sorry, I missed you and I tried to find you and I couldn't find you after, but it's so true. So Caitlyn's instinct is first to actually shield Vi, to go in front of it, to be able to take the bullet for her. And Vi's instinct being that fight or flight person is to push her out of the way so that they're both out of harm's way. I think that this goes to show their attachment types so well, and also that they're both willing to risk things for the other.
A counselor friend of yours?
Thank you so much, Rainbow Dash. I do love this moment. It shows that even when we are adults, when we're doing something that used to be considered wrong by our parents, like sneaking back into your bedroom and getting caught with your mom looking very convincing with a shotgun, I love their faces.
What about these? Do you know who made them?
No. Well,
Her name is Jinx.
That's such a beautiful moment between both of them. It goes to show how much Caitlyn will protect Vi. She knows this information, but she's willing to not share it in order to keep her safe. She knows how much Vi's sister means to her, and I love that hand touch. I think that YouTube commenter AstroDoc really said it well, that Vi's hand touch was kind of like, hey, it's okay, I have this, you don't have to protect me. It shows that they both are willing to protect each other, even if it goes against their main directive. For Caitlyn, this is her job, this is what she wants to show that she can be able to do and be effective at as an enforcer, but she chooses to not give this information to the council, at least not without Vi's permission. And for Vi, she's willing to share with the council her own sister's culpability in creating these creatures that have caused damage and death. This is the sharing that they have between both of them and shows how much each person means to the other. And my YouTube and Patreon commenters that caught this, that I didn't, are Strider Bob, Astrid Doc, Dante Shadowfall, and Kiorel. Kiorel. I love this one. This one gives me chills. I think this is so good. So thank you so much. Belgium C saying it wasn't oil and water, but blood and water. And I think that Nikki Caesar says it so well. I'm just going to read their words. The scene animators made it so that the leg wound was bleeding into the water, mixing with the water. And the last moments you see Caitlyn bite her lip, shaking her head no, meaning that the lip bite and the head shake was something like, no, Vi, I will not forget you. Blood mixing with water scene is Caitlyn's wordless response to Vi, saying, we can be blood and water, not oil and water. I think that it was really symbolic, and I think that her seeing that made her realize that just because they're so different, it doesn't mean that they can't go together, that some different things do mix wonderfully well.
I paid your girlfriend a visit this morning. I made her a snack.
Thank you so much, my YouTube commenter John Bashara, for mentioning it. And what happens when we're going through traumatic experiences is we often get these flashbacks or images, these triggered thoughts of heartfelt or happy or scary or horrible moments that come into our head as our brain is completing an image or giving us a cautionary thought. And you see Vi, she looks away. She is so worried that this beautiful image, this lasting image of Caitlyn, this warm moment that they shared together, may be the last time that she gets to see her, and she can't look to see that it might be her head upon the platter.
Vi!
YouTube commenter His Graphics mentions about how Vi first sees her mother in the place of Caitlyn being there. That's what she's looking at. And for attraction, we often are attracted or detracted from traits that are linked to that biological person that kept us warm and safe. Those are the memories that are imprinted upon us when we're really young. Often if we have these loving memories of someone, we will search for a mate that has similar traits. And you notice that Vi's mom looks a lot like Caitlyn. She even has that dark bluish hue in her hair. So thank you so much, everyone that shared the moments that I missed and the things that I might have interpreted interpreted wrong or incorrectly, I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry for those of you that I may not have grabbed. Maybe you wrote a comment that I kind of missed when I did my search through it. Yes, it was much easier for me to find the people that were on Patreon because there's less of you and I get a direct message to me, but I do try to search through all the YouTube comments also. So if I missed you, I'm so sorry, and I send my heartfelt apologies for that, but thank you so much to everyone, and thank you to everyone that's supporting me on Patreon and that's hit subscribe. I'm going to be doing a ton more Arcane videos. Let me know which ones you want to see next in the comments below.